All right, hi there. This is just a quick little video about a word problem involving the sum of the angles in a right triangle where we're given some partial information and we're asked to find all the missing angles. So here's the question. The measure of one angle of a right triangle is 26 degrees more than the measure of the smallest angle. Find the measures of both acute angles. So let's draw ourselves a little picture here. It says it's a right triangle, so that's a triangle with a 90-degree angle. That little square there in the corner is what indicates a 90-degree angle for us. So we know that that angle is 90. Now what is it we're trying to find? It says both acute angles. So you may or may not remember that an acute angle is just a word for an angle that is smaller than 90. Well, this triangle has these two angles here that are smaller than 90. You didn't really need to know that, though, did you? Because it's asking us to find both angles. We already know that this is 90. Obviously, it's going to be the other two angles that we're trying to find. Okay, so the measure of one angle of the right triangle is 26. Okay, what one angle are they talking about here? Is it this one or this one? It's hard to know, so let's start instead here. The smallest angle. Okay, that one we can identify according to the way I've drawn the triangle here. The smallest angle is going to be this one down here. How about we'll let x be the smallest angle. Remember in math we use variables to identify a number that we don't yet know what it is. So we don't know what the smallest angle is. Let's call it x. And let's pop that into our triangle. And then let's look at the rest of that sentence. One angle of a right triangle. Okay, well now we know this is 90. This is the smallest angle. This other angle they're talking about, the one angle, must be this one up here. One angle of a right triangle is 26 more than the smallest angle. So they're saying that this third angle is 26 more than x, whatever x is. The other angle will be x plus 26. That's how we say 26 more than in math language, right? And we can pop that into the triangle as well. So now we've got all three angles filled in there, you'll see. And what's going to tie all this together? Well, we remember we have a rule that all the angles in a triangle will always add up to 180. So that is the key to this question, remembering that this angle, the x, plus this blue angle, the x plus 26, plus, let's make that a color too, that orange angle, the 90, those three added together must be 180. So let's build that equation. How about we'll start with the smallest angle. So the smallest angle, which is x, when added to this next angle over here, which is x plus 26, the blue one, and also added to the third angle, 90, those three added together must be 180. So look at that nice color code in there, right? The smallest angle, the red one, plus the x plus 26, the blue one, added together with the 90, the orange one, must give you the green 180 because that's the rule. There is the equation we have built. And now we can move on and just solve that equation. We can forget all about triangles and angles and simply take this equation and write it and try to solve it. So looking at this, we see we have some like terms in this equation here. Those x's are like terms. Those constants are like terms. So, oh yeah, we've got some color code in there. So the x's can be combined. X plus x, remember that really means 1x plus 1x. Sorry, my mouse is going crazy. There it is. 1x plus 1x is 2x. 26 plus 90 is 116, and that 180 on the right just stays where it is. We can't combine 2x and 116. Don't try and make that 118x or something like that. They're not like terms. So we have simplified our equation to 2x plus 116 equals 180. Now it's a basic two-step equation. Remember, we first need to get rid of that constant term there. plus 116. What is the opposite of plus 116? It is minus 116, and whatever we do to one side of the equation, there's our equation or equal signs lined up here, right? We have a left side and a right side. If we change the left side by subtracting 116, we also need to change the right side in the exact same way. And what is left behind? Well, 2x plus 116 minus 116. What happens when you add 116, then subtract 116? That's just 0. So this is 2x plus 0. Of course, we'll just write 2x for that. Over on the right, 180 minus 116. That is going to work out to be 64. Again, look at our equal signs lined up. Over here on the left, is the x by itself yet? No, it's not, because there is a times 2 with it. What is the opposite of a times 2? It is divided by 2, so I am going to divide the left side by 2. And whatever I do to the one side, I have to do to the other, so I'm also going to divide the right side by 2. That will make sure my left and my right are still equal to each other, even though they are changing. So times 2 divided by 2 on the left, that's just 1, or cancels out if you want to think about it that way. So all that's left on the left is an x. Over on the right, 64 divided by 2 works out to 32. There we go. We have solved the equation. Now let's go back and remember the word problem. What was x? Well, we said x was the smallest angle. So we have answered one of the two questions, that the smallest angle is 32. And what about the other angle? Well, we were told that the other angle is 26 more than the smallest angle, or we call that x plus 26. So we take our smallest angle, 32, and we add 26, and we get that the other angle must have been 58. And there is our solution. The two acute angles in the triangle are 32 degrees and 58 degrees. And you can do a quick check here. Does it meet the requirements of the question? Well, first of all, is one of these 26 more than the other? Yes, it is. And second, if you give this a try on your own if you want, add up the three angles, 90 plus 32 plus 58, add those three together and you will get 180. Okay, I hope that helps.